DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, is the Pentagon Science Division. Think Dr. Frankenstein and then cross it over with Dr. Moreau. DARPA is involved in development of a frightening technology with horrific implications. Huffington Post reported that DARPA has cursed the Earth with unmanned missile systems, all-trained robots, and machines that feast upon and then fuel themselves with human flesh. The group, which works directly for the United States Department of Defense, now hopes to turn actual humans into controllable, mindless, and murderous cyborgs. It doesn't take much imagination to see it in the making of a Matrix-like cyberpunk dystopia. Chips that impose false memories, machines that scan for wayward thoughts, cognitively augmented government security forces that impose a ruthless order on the recast and turned population. According to Popular Science, DARPA's transcranial pulsed ultrasound project involves the technology implants that manipulate troops' minds to stimulate neural processes, relieve stress, heighten alertness, and even reduce the effects of a traumatic brain injury. Invulnerable, hypersensitive warriors who can distribute death and destruction despite irreversible brain damage don't seem petrifying or horrific at all. In not too many years, human brains and computing machines will be coupled together with tightly, and resulting partnership will think as no human brain has ever thought and process data in a way not approached by the information handling machines. If the 19th century was all about the revolution of harnessing energy from fossil fuels, and the 20th century was about exploiting the power of data, this century will be about controlling biology. In one of the biggest breakthroughs in recent history, scientists have created a synthetic genome that can self-replicate. This technology has taken mankind across a threshold, a turning point that marked the coming of age of a new science called synthetic biology, founded on the ambition that shortly we will be able to design and manufacture a human being. So, you can get a DNA of anything here on Earth and create organisms that never before existed entirely from non-living materials. It will revitalize perennial questions about the significance of life, what role humans should have in its future. Ultimately, this is about taking control of nature and redesigning it and rebuilding it to serve the whims of a controlling elite. No wonder the phrase "playing God" comes up in almost every conversation on the subject. Now, what will happen if a private trust or the Pentagon comes to possess this major cellular breakthrough, which has huge implications for mankind? Stuff of science fiction, you say? We can now build viruses from the genomes. We have already been able to create a synthetic poliovirus. Now, this technology is a double-edged sword. Take children, for example. Parents will have an opportunity to genetically create a new breed of children in a laboratory. No disease, super high IQ, not to mention mixing other people's DNA in what the couples is to literally produce a new breed of humans. But there's even a far darker element to consider. Parents who misbehave, criminals, dissidents, people who think differently from the official party line of the one world state could have their children's DNA altered during pregnancy as punishment for their non-obedience. What's more, by altering DNA, the private corporations and governments can create a society without memory. People whose life's experiences are stored on a memory drive running on a 1-week cycle through modified DNA over and over and over again. Can we trust the man behind the curtain with creating life? This is a very important question to ask, because for the first time in history, science can create life.